Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you, delivered at the perfect time in timely fashion, courtesy of the universe, through the language of synchronicity. This is a collective or general reading, meaning parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Just take what works for you and leave the rest. Also, this is a timely reading. That means that if you're watching this right now, it is the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it has been some time since I have, oh, whoops, there goes a bunch of cards. Keep talking here. The cards are jumping all over the place. So these are the cards that want to come out. We'll put them here. All right, there we have it. All right. We're ready to go, so let's go. What was I saying? Look back at the past if you are, and that may give you further clarity on your situation. So when the cards jump out like this, they're saying these are the cards that want to come out. This is this underlying energy from the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. And so this energy is talking about, obviously, lovers, but it's saying that this is someone, you may have met someone recently, and this, or in the past, and bumped into them again or whatever. And it's basically, I'm just getting the impression it's time to get to know each other better now. It maybe when you met the first time, it wasn't, the timing wasn't right, that kind of energy. And now the timing is better, and the sun is shining down on this this relationship. That's saying that the sun represents God, the happiest. Oh, hi, Stella. That's my little cat, and she likes to be here for the readings. Her job is to sit on my lap and purr and be a good girl. She raises the vibration with her purr, and she's already starting. So she's doing a good job, and I think her feet are starting to get happy. So this is like someone that you were destined to meet, and now maybe the timing is right, and you might bump into them again, or someone like them, that kind of energy. So let's see. We have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is traditional structure. The Hierophant represents the very top of like in traditional structure. It would be like figures in religion, like doing things in the traditional way, basically. So this would represent the Pope or a cardinal, or that kind of energy. And then we have also, if you consider religion to be spirituality, if you don't, we have on the spiritual end being your own higher authority when it comes to how you conduct your spiritual life. And then we also have the 3D traditional structure, which can represent the energy of courts and, law and order and the way things are done kind of in a traditional sense on planet Earth. All right, and the Hierophant does have his hand in a blessing, which is indicating that perhaps this meeting is a blessing that's coming down from both the spiritual and the physical realm. We have a reconciliation. Now this card has shown up. This is the third random shift reading I've done. And this card has shown up on all three of them. So this is interesting. It seems to be there's some sort of energy around that at this time. So for you, and if you've come across this and you're like, I just bumped into someone that I knew from before, and I'm wondering, like, I kind of would like to go on a date with them or something. I wonder if they're married. I wonder if they're single. I wonder. It's that kind of energy. So this is card, a reconciliation can imply that you need to have forgiveness first. Forgiveness paves the path for reconciliation. So it could have been some small thing that, maybe you dated once or twice in the past, it didn't work out. And, needing to be able to come to terms with that, and maybe wanting, we were young and I haven't seen this person for 30 years. This is representing someone that is from your past, like from when you're young, like someone that you've known for a long time, or that it's been quite some time since you've seen them last. And this energy is the Six of Cups, is talking about the innocence of, like, kind of the randomness of the universe. That you, if this is like a destined lover, someone you're meant to meet, God is shining his light down on this, that you're supposed to meet for some reason and possibly have a relationship. So the energy of the Six of Cups is, if there's reconciliation, it's paved first by forgiveness. And forgiveness, you could forgive someone or yourself or both, but that doesn't mean you want to be with that person. But in this case, it feels like this is someone from your childhood. This could be someone you've never had a relationship or whatever. You've known them since elementary school kind of energy. And, haven't seen them in years kind of energy. And now all of a sudden you meet again, and maybe both of you felt some sort of connection and maybe want to go on a date or something like that. And so, but this energy here is talking about sometimes reconciling what happened in your childhood so that you can be open to love and having someone in your life. And so this is talking about the white flowers in the cups represent innocence. And these are very beautiful flowers. They're from the nightshade family, Datra. They're trumpet-shaped flowers, and they bloom continuously and really, really pretty. But they're highly poisonous, so they're not so innocent. And then these children are playing, who would let someone play with a poisonous plant like this? Then you look again, those aren't children. That's a gnome, and that's a lady. But is it an old lady or a young lady? Depends on how you look. She looks like an old hag, and then she looks like a young lady. And she's wearing a glove, and he's offering this cup, but she's wearing a glove, and she's like, I don't want to get my hands dirty. That's that kind of energy. And the person that is watching them in the distance, you're like, oh, it's okay, because there's someone watching them and making sure they don't ingest this poisonous plant. But the person is actually walking away. So he's not really looking after them, but they're not really children anyway. This card represents a lot of illusions from your childhood, maybe rising to the surface. Or like sometimes shamans will use Datra to cause visions in ceremony. They know what they're doing, the dosage, so it's not, it's a highly poisonous plant. It can make people very ill. All right, so it's not something you would want to. It's so pretty, though. So a lot of people are attracted to it. But if you have children and pets, it's not good to have around. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is one of four queens. She's sitting on her throne. Her focus is on the pentacle. Pentacles in tarot represent health, wealth, happiness, your lifestyle on planet Earth kind of energy. You could have, a big part of that, of course, is money. So she's holding this coin in her lap, and she's very focused on it. But you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want to live. So this energy is of someone she's well respected for being very resourceful. And so she can make something out of nothing. She also prefers quality over quantity. So this is talking about old money. This is like a legacy of money, and enough money that you could pass it down from generation to generation. And this energy is talking about, she's very focused on this. This is someone you can trust her energy. Like, she knows what to do with money because she's been raised with money. That's the energy. Like, she's been taught how to use money as a tool. And there's some sort of actions being taken right now. So it could be towards this lovers. The wands are pointing that way. This card for me is conception. So what it means is the actions have been launched. It may have been some time ago. So they may be landing any minute now, or it could be that this is something that was launched by the universe back when you were a child, and now it's landing. It's destiny. You're meant to meet this person. That's the energy. So let's see. This actually can also, if you have met a lover and you're with them, be very careful, because this card, if you don't want to have a baby, this card can represent actual conception of a baby. This is talking about the Six of Pentacles is talking about planting seeds. And there we have it again. There's a lot of potential for a baby here. If you're not, if you want one, that's great. And if not, be careful. So you're planting seeds for your future and for the lifestyle in your future. And this is talking about learning the give and take in life. So It's talking about how much time and energy are you going to invest into something? What do you expect to get back from that? What do you anticipate the return will be on your investment, basically? Who are you going to invest in, and who are you going to walk away from? And is it going to be a fair exchange of energy? How much are you going to give, and how much are you going to take, and how much are they going to give, and how much are they going to take? And so this person is handing this person money who's begging, but not this person. This person, he's got a scale hanging above this person's head saying, hey, you've got something in your pocket. You are more than capable of going out there on your own. This person is the one that actually needs my time and energy and money right now, and that's who I'm investing in. That's that kind of energy. Learning the give and take of life. Okay, and then this represents, I feel like this is saying that whatever actions were set in motion, you've walked through that portal. This almost looks like the 111 portal to me. The 111 portal is a way that the universe will speak to us through synchronicity. So the 111 portal is about going through a portal, and what happens, you'll know you're in it because all of a sudden when you look at the clock, you'll be working on something, you look up at the clock and it's 1:11, and then you look up again and later that night and it's 11:11 at night, or you have a package that you need to pick up the next day. You check out, what's the address? Oh, 1111 11th Avenue. You're like, what? And then as you drive to get the package the next morning at 11 o'clock, you look up at the clock, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock, and I'm driving to get this package at 1111 11th Avenue. And all of a sudden, a car cuts you off, and the license plate is 111. And you're like, whoa, and they're in a hurry, and and you're like, whoa, like that person almost got me in an accident. But then you look, as you pass them down the road, he's been in a fender bender with someone, and that would have been you if you wouldn't have had to put on the brakes and let him go ahead. It's that kind of energy. So this is the universe speaking to us, that what it's saying is you're manifesting at a very high rate right now. Be very careful about your thoughts. What energy goes where your attention is. And so what happens is if you're in the flow, you're going to, your thoughts are going to manifest very quickly right now. And so make sure that you're thinking about where you want to go, not where you don't want to go. And this energy is just, what you'll notice is when you have one of those 111 moments is maybe you were having, and you didn't even recognize it, your subconscious mind was running and you were having a negative thought. And that stopped you from having it. That's the universe reminding you, be careful with your thoughts. They manifest. And then we have, that sometimes we need to go inward. So the hermit has had a dark night of the soul usually, which means something has happened in their life. And that's kind of indicated by the beginning card here. If the Hierophant is coming in, it's talking about law and order and having everything in its place. And it's talking about a blessing coming up. And so perhaps something happened and you stayed on your path, and now you were really confused and didn't know what to do, or you're in that state right now, or you're about to be in that state. And so you climb the mountain so that you can go isolate yourself, and that you can just sit there and meditate and pray and go inward and really figure out, okay, what is it I really want here? What is my next action? And you ask for enlightenment from God and the universe to please show me, what do I need to do next? I'm confused. And when the lantern is full of the light of the North Star, which is your guiding light, then and your staff is lit up, okay, it's time to come down from the mountain and quit isolating, and it's time now to launch whatever this is into action. This may have been launched by the universe for you already, and you just are becoming aware of it by now. That's quite likely, actually. And yes, because there's a soulmate coming in. Wow, this is the kind of energy that is like, destiny. You're meant to meet this person. So this is confirming this. You're meant to meet this person for whatever reason, okay? Soulmates quite often are lovers. There's someone that we have romantic feelings about. Those wands represent passion. And you notice like he's entered the portal and has his right hand on a new wand. And that's saying, I want to add to, I want to add something to my life. I want to expand my horizons. This looks like sand, but it's actually water. But because the sun is shining light, this is one of those moments. Dun, 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 dun. You know, pay attention here. It's a 111 moment. Your ships are sailing in, and if you look closer, you realize, oh, that's the sun shining on the water here. And he's looking off into the distant shore, saying, you know, I've planted these seeds. I'm ready to harvest, or I have harvested them, but now I really want to find my true partner, divine partner. And there they are. The universe has been waiting for you to notice. This has been launched some time ago. And look at that. There we have the Page of Cups coming in. So the pages, in the old days, they would work for the king and the queen, and they would be around 7 to 14 years of age, and usually came from families around that were, you know, in higher society. And or they could be like a distant cousin of the king and queen. And they would work in the court and deliver messages and between, you know, run messages and run errands. And if they were really good at it and they did a good job, by the time they were 21, if they could afford a horse, then they could possibly be ordained for knighthood and then be working for the palace on a much bigger scope, you know, and as we've heard of the knights. And so, but this Page of Cups is representing some sort of communication about love. And he knows there's plenty of fish in the sea, but look how focused he is on this fish. So perhaps you ran into this person somewhere, somehow. The universe arranged it, just like the 111 there. And now you are, like maybe this could come in as some sort of communication where, oh, let's go for a date. And then, you know, a phone call, a text message. It could be something you see on social media. They could message you. It could be something you see in the news, on an event to go to, and then the next thing you know, you bump into them there again, kind of energy. So paying attention to the synchronicities, the universe pushing you to make sure that you meet this person, or meet up again with someone that you haven't seen for years. And then, okay, because you've been, and it's talking about that it's been some time since you've been doing this. I feel you've been more focused on your pentacles, your lifestyle, getting your work done, you know, that kind of energy. And maybe this is something that you're missing. Perhaps you've been disappointed in love in the past, and that's what this indicates. This person is sitting under the tree, and they are like disappointed. Like maybe they've had 3 different relationships in the past, and they just haven't gone well. And they're like, the universe is saying, hey, here, like, you know, it's a 111. You want to really hook up with this person. Like, seriously, you might, you know, just go have a cup of coffee with them, you know, go out for a dinner or something. And they're like, no, I don't know if I want that. Like, I don't want the same old shift. I've already opened my heart up 3 times. And I've been hurt really badly, and I just don't want to be vulnerable like to that again. I think I'm done with love. And the universe says, come on now, take this cup. Or this could be someone that you gave 3 chances to, and they're saying, come on, give me one more chance. And you're like, no, 3 strikes and you're out. I'm looking for new love. I just bumped into someone and I'm going to go on a date with them. And that's when you decide. Because when people show you the first time who they are, you can, you know, choose to, it usually is pretty accurate. People tend to show us who they are, whether they intend to show the real them or not. If you're looking for the signs, you'll see it. And so this is like, why give someone another chance if you've already given them 3 and it's turned out bad? Go for the new. That's what this is saying. And it also can represent that you were in a relationship and there was 3 people in it and you didn't know it. And there could have even been conception of a child, and then your lover ended up fathering a child with someone else. Well, that pretty much ended the relationship for you. Or you were in that relationship and it ended the relationship for you, basically. You know, you were maybe even married or something, that kind of energy. And so, but that conception came in right away. So that could be part of it. And it could represent two people where there was a third party, and the gift coming in of love is a beautiful child, because regardless of how children are conceived, they're all gifts from God, and they're beautiful. They're all about love. So this is talking about a blessing coming in, because and that you've made yourself aware, and you've been healing from a situation. Possibly you've met your soulmate, or someone who you thought was your soulmate ended up getting into a third party and possibly getting someone else pregnant. But now you've met someone else, and now maybe this is your true soulmate, because the universe has been urging you and showing you 111, 111. It's time to pay attention here. And so you've sowed all your seeds and harvest. But see here, the disappointment in the love is talking about someone being focused on someone else. Basically, there was something fishy in your situation, and they sowed seeds. They conceived a child with them, which pretty much ended your relationship. That's the thing. But on this one, it's the past. You've gone inward. You meet your soulmate after disappointment in love. This person is very focused on you, and you are very focused on them, and you want to plant seeds and have a relationship, and possibly get married or be in a committed relationship and have babies. So it's however it is, however that works for you. Oh, and then look at this. Isn't that interesting? This was at the bottom of the deck. Now this is the card for marriage. So this card is like, for sure, commitment of some sort. And it was sitting on the bottom of the deck, so we'll take it here. And so this is talking about, meeting the couple, and just what I said, exactly what I said. This is fulfillment. This is the beginning stages of fulfillment. This is saying, take it slow. Get to know this person. You don't want, this cloud represents, you don't know them that well. And perhaps in the past, that's why you've been disappointed in love. And it's also saying this person might be someone who's totally not your type, because we've got both this. Opposites attract, right? And so this is talking about that this is probably not your regular type. And God is saying that's because your regular type didn't work out for you. So quit looking for your type. You don't have a type. This is your type. This is a gift from the universe, from the divine. And it's talking about like really being in the very early stages here of fulfillment. There's so much possibility here. So this is talking like the situation where, hey, you have met them and you're considering marriage and everything, and now you have enough money to make a down payment on your castle, which is a huge accomplishment these days. And you also, but you still need to make the mortgage payments, and you need to work on the relationship before you get married and after you get married. A lot of people put more focus on the wedding than they do the actual marriage. You may have noticed that. And so I'm going to clarify this for those of you who want clarification. This is my Oracle Tales from the Vector. I'm just going to tune in here with this energy. If you're enjoying this reading, please do give it a like and a comment, because it really does empower me to build my channel. I really appreciate it a lot. And this Oracle I started back in 2007. It's Tales from the Vector, Tails. I do have a website with 64 paintings whoa, that's the card that wants to come out. Just hold on a second. I've just got to gather it. All these cards flying all over the place for this reading. So this is the need to be right. Okay. So we'll talk about that in a second. I'm just going to finish this thought. This is the energy. So this Oracle is something I started in 2007. I painted 64 paintings, and I do have them in my gallery on my website at talesfromthevector.com. So if you want, you can check it out. The numbers on these cards represent the paintings in the order they are in the gallery. There's some more information there, and I will make sure that I put them in the order that the cards appear here. It'll be in the description box below if you want to check it out. All right, so this is the card that came flying out of here. Right here is this one, and it's saying the need to be right. So again, the universe does have a good sense of humor. It's saying again, what I was just saying when this card went flying out is that this may not be your type. Maybe that's the reason it's not someone who's your usual type is because your usual type has been not the type to get married to. Okay, it hasn't worked out. This is going to take some courage to go forward again. It's talking about having the courage to do so, making that choice to receive this blessing. It's a blessing being sent by God and by the universe. We have the Hierophant coming in again, saying, yes, this is me saying again, this is a blessing coming in for you. Are you paying attention to this 1111 energy? Notice it. That's one way that the universe does communicate with us. This is talking about an Emperor energy. So this is high performance. The Emperor is all four queens, and we've got this on the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like also recognize that the Queen of Pentacles could be a male in his feminine energy as well as a female in her masculine, and the Emperor could be a female in the masculine energy as well as a male. Having said that, it's generally when the Emperor shows up, this is like alpha male. Like this is someone who's all about performance. He has the qualities of all four kings wrapped up into one person, like meaning like he's very sexy and charismatic and a visionary thinker, like the King of Wands. He like the King of Swords. He has discernment. He's good with using his words. He is probably someone who's a professional, very high up in his field. He would be at the very top, like a CEO of a company or that kind of energy. If he's in a country and he's in politics, he's at the top or almost at the top. Could be like a minister, someone in the Senate, that kind of energy. Someone who really fits an entrepreneur. His business is very successful. We also have the energy when it comes to matters of love. He's emotionally available, has learned how to really keep his emotions in check and to feel his emotions, but not act out, not to react, but respond to energy. And it's also talking about in matters of love, being someone who's stable, like that. He says what he wants, and he doesn't have much time for the energy of playing games kind of energy. So we have, in the past, I feel like you maybe have felt degraded in love and like that maybe you don't trust. Oh, oh my goodness. My cat, get off the table. Come on, get down. It's not for you. Get down. Get off the table. You know you're not allowed on the table. I apologize. That's Stella, my cat. She wants me, she's trying to get my attention. She thought she saw something. Sometimes animals see things that we don't, whatever. So she gets very excited by the readings sometimes. So maybe this energy has her hyped up anyway. So this is talking about the energy of maybe you felt degraded in the past and, by the actions of others. And so this is saying when it comes to, I said, if you forgive someone, forgiveness is for yourself. It doesn't mean you have to reconcile with anyone. It's more about reconciling what happened within yourself, forgiving yourself if you played a part in your own degradation. That's not a good feeling. And letting them have the responsibility and the karma for their actions. So you're not carrying the burden. I feel like I feel like you felt very degraded. I feel like you this could be a partner that strayed and maybe had a baby with someone else. That kind of energy. We have the Sagittarius energy coming in. This is talking about going on a new adventure. Expanding your horizons. Being in an energy of just wanting to travel and be around a different type of person and that. So this is perfect timing for you. I just want to say that if horoscope signs come up in my readings, it doesn't mean that, oh, this was a Sagittarius or this is a Sagittarius coming in. It could be the case for you. Having said that, on a general collective reading, when the horoscope signs come in, it's just an indication of that type of energy, the state of being that sign represents, and also the stage of life. So, this is talking, we all have a little bit of every sign in us. This is talking about your adventurous side, like, go on a date, that kind of energy. If someone's asking you out and you met them, check it out, do what you have to do your research, be discerning, but don't close down so much because of some past situation. If you have to go climb the mountain and heal, and then you'll be in a really good position to meet your soulmate, and it's divinely guided. Then this is the North Star energy. You are meant to meet this person. And look at the card that was at the bottom of the deck then. So we have Temperance. May have required a lot of patience. It may have really hurt you. And, you really were like, you know what? I just don't want to be there. I'd rather be alone than have to go through that kind of pain again. Like, I'm just not up for it. And it's talking about the Gemini energy here. So Gemini energy represents, it's the third sign in the zodiac. And actually, it's interesting because Gemini is right across the wheel from Sagittarius. And so that kind of is an opposing force. So in horoscope energy, if whatever sign is opposite of your signs on the wheel is going to affect your life, have a huge effect on your life, and your sign will have a huge effect on theirs. So the Gemini energy is kind of different. This is the difference between the two energies. And this is saying that this may be someone very different from your usual choice, because I feel like this is someone, like the Sagittarius energy is very expansive, and the Gemini energy, they complement each other when they're working well together. They're on it's almost like whatever the energies that you're missing, they have, and they can teach that to you. So the Gemini energy is someone who's very open to learning as well as Sagittarius. Sagittarius, though, is a fire sign, and Gemini is an air sign. So this is more logical energy, and this is more like someone who's really intuitive and happy-go-lucky kind of energy. So Gemini energy is more about thought out. And in Gemini energy, it's representing the stage of life is kindergarten. But we can go through that stage of life. Like, think about it. When we meet someone, we don't know that much about them. So we have to learn about them. So this is about, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury energy is about communication and learning how to do new things, basically. Think about when you start kindergarten. That's also when you learn that, things aren't, that there's a lot of other children at school that are not like you. Their parents are different, and you start to notice, oh, everybody doesn't live like us. We all, there's differences here. And it's kind of like when you first start, being introduced in a larger way to what's going on in the world, and also being part of the public, the school system, which can have negative and positive ramifications. So that's the kind of energy this reading is talking about. It's like, open up to the possibilities here. I feel like this is a destined meeting for sure. And it could lead to really having a fulfilling life and committed relationship. This is the official marriage card for the tarot. So I do hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please do give it a like and comment if you have. And consider subscribing to the channel if you resonate with the energy. It would be my honor if you did so. I will be back at some random time with another random reading here. And bye for now. Okay, now you're going to be good, kitty.